Hello, my name is Kyle Lundy and I am a founding member of Rogue Skull Games, a new indie board game publishing company created here in Shawnee, Kansas. And I'm excited to be talking about my new board game, Order of the Blade, designed and created by myself. Order of the Blade is a true battle royale style game for 2 to 8 players where you maneuver in darkness and avoid the light, while fighting in a modular style arena to be the last assassin standing and earn your place as an elite member of the Order. This game is inspired by my joy in playing video games such as Apex Legends, Call of Duty Warzone, and even Fortnite. Those games introduced such a cool mechanic where a closing zone would help expedite gameplay to prevent games from stalling out, while also creating an intense environment where players would have to quickly pivot their game plan in order to avoid taking damage from the zone. I believe I've captured that feeling of zone panic and translated that mechanic accurately into a tabletop board game with Order of the Blade. Players will be drawing from the shadow deck to acquire weapons and utility cards that they'll use to attack players at different distances within their line of sight, doing damage equal to the played card's values. But throughout the game, players may end up drawing different event cards. These global events, orchestrated by the Order, could do a variety of things on the player's turn, such as turning on and off all the lights within the arena, making attacks harder or easier to land, sabotaging all players, forcing everyone to immediately and randomly discard a card from their hand, or even building new city streets and rotating the game tiles mid-game. But most importantly, and the mechanic that I feel best mimics these video games, is finding the Shadow Guard Advances cards. The first time you draw this card, these red cubes are placed around the perimeter of the board, and each additional Shadow Guard that is drawn advances them inward 1 square, shrinking the arena. Finding yourself outside the zone is not an immediate elimination, but is instead meant to be enough pressure that you'll want to move into the zone safely or risk taking damage equal to the Shadow Guard intensity tracker that will be slowly increasing as the game progresses. Players will be taking turns in a clockwise fashion, choosing any combination of the available 3 actions, from drawing a single card from the shadow deck, playing a single card from your hand, or moving up to 3 spaces per move action. A defensive turn, for example, could involve the first action playing a first aid kit to regain some health points, and then 2 actions drawing 1 card each time to hopefully acquire some weapons for their next attack. An offensive turn, on the other hand, could involve spending their first action to move up to 3 spaces, getting in line of sight of an opponent, and then playing some ranged weapon cards for their other 2 actions, hoping to deal some damage. The other unique aspect to this game that shakes things up is the mechanic of dodge advantage and dodge disadvantage. Normally in games like in D&D, the attacking player would roll in hopes to land a hit on the targeted player. But in Order of the Blade, it's actually the targeted player that instead gets to roll the dice. We feel this puts the fate of the player's health in their own hands, instead of at the mercy of an attacker that may be on a dice roll hot streak. Plus, since this game is meant to teach you about positioning and avoiding the light, it's up to you to dodge the incoming attacks. Since everyone you are fighting are trained assassins and attackers, they will always land their attacks on you, and you must be skilled enough to dodge them by rolling high enough. Using the terrain effectively can actually grant you these advantages. By avoiding being too close to the light square, or especially not on a light square, you can gain a dodge advantage by when being attacked, because you've created a sort of backlit situation that makes you appear as a silhouetted shadow figure. Finding ways to avoid the light altogether can also prevent ranged attacks from targeting you at all, forcing players to instead move adjacent for close combat. Play will continue until one player remains standing and is declared the champion, and if everyone is ready to play again, it's as simple as rebuilding the shadow deck, shuffle and deal out some new character cards, and having everyone place their pawns in their new starting locations. In the next video, I'll do a more in-depth look at the gameplay setup, some true examples of the different types of player turns and what they'll look like. But in the meantime, do you have what it takes to join the Order?